Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Washington State Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Boise State head coach pregame. He told his team this week that this is what he envisioned for them this season. Even though they lost the first game of the year, they have reeled off 5 straight wins, and he understands this team has what it takes to be special. Putting that adversity and that challenging start to the season behind them, they have what it takes to make big noise here starting today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Broncos will kick off first, and here we go. He'll return it. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Cougars offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Cougars want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And you've already seen this QB, Benson. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he stopped, brought down at the 18, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Broncos offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Dylan Riley, one of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
Yeah, he is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. The give to the back. Taken down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Moves the pocket. It's Madsen. Right side, it's Wagner. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Broncos are flying down the field. On the ground with the counter. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling.
He's got it on the outside. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Straight ahead, it's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the counter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Wagner. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Finds a crease, it's Gaines. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Gaines. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Broncos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Left side, it's Wagner. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Wants to keep it in the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Wagner. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive.
Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab over the middle. Turning it on. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
The give on the counter. All over him immediately.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Sets his feet, it's Madsen. Escapes the pressure going right. Caught over the middle, it's Ford. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Still looking. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Wagner. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Wants to throw on first. Right side, it's Bates. And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Boise State. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense. Get a fumble recovery and start your drive 1st and 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Cougars will use their first time out here. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Broncos! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. 14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the big fella. He's stopped. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Finds his man on the RPO. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh center downs going to the air. And they say this is a game of inches, just a few more inches in the field of play, and it would have been a big gain. Instead, it's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Caught. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. The sure hands, it's Bates. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Still looking to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 19 team, the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's the Commodores, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Pullman. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Holly, they seem very concerned about these injuries. What's going on down there?
Checking in with the Broncos head coach here in the half. Although he did not have a full update, he did tell me their running back will not return to this game. They are continuing to evaluate him for a lower body injury. They would not say exactly what it is. Let's hope it's not serious, but he is definitely out for the start of this second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quick give. It's Gaines. Still on his feet at the 25. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. The 20. 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Washington State going quickly.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the...
Snags it and he's open. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cougars. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Broncos sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Just feeds the running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second and long here. To the air, it's Madsen. Out wide right, it's Ford. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Broncos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to move them on the counter. Defense all over him. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to pass. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Finds us back in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Broncos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Play action on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Gaines. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Gaines. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
From the gun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Working the ground game. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw for it. Right side, it's Clemens. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Washington State has it all working right now. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Got his man. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, the 5 down here on the Boise State sideline. I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach can go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get pads to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Moves to his right. He'll try to do... How about that play? A diving snag along the right side. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Crosses the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Out of the shotgun on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll run this play from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off play action. Hit as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Keeps it on the ground. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Boise State ready to send up that offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. I get tackled in bounds. The clock keeps ticking.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Gaines. Still on his feet at the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Oh, pressure's coming. Throwing on the run. Caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Washington State lines up quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it down the field. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Working the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He wants to throw it. Under pressure. And he gets it away.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where, can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
2nd down, gonna throw it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And these are super tough spots for the offense to be in. 3rd down and long in the...
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Going to look downfield again. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.